Hey, how's it going? Hope y'all are having a good day. Let's talk about how not to watch porn, because I don't talk about that nearly enough. But anyway, let's get down to business here. Controlling your thoughts. That's a big part of this. And I say this a lot. Like I feel like when I make these videos, I deliver it as though this is like the key to success, but it's just another aspect of this battle here. There are so many different aspects, so many different parts of this. Just like in any real physical battle, there are so many different factors in that. So I'm trying to cover as many of them as I can here, and they're all important, and that's why, they each get their own separate video. They get their own unique attention. So that's what that's about. Anyway, but on to the point here. This was kind of brought to mind by a very recent comment, and the commenter, I forget who it was, but he noted that there seems to be a huge mental element to this, and that's absolutely 100% true. And what that reminded me of was the importance of controlling your thoughts. So, and here's where that comes from, basically. The way I see it, your eyes are just a middleman. That's it, okay? This is not a battle of the eyes. This is a battle of the mind, okay? You have to be able to control what you think about, not just what you look at. If you technically stopped watching porn, like physically sitting in front of a screen and watching pornography on the internet, but you still had the same stuff going through your head, the same scenario still playing out, the same content essentially still permeating your mind, just all through your brain here. I mean, where would you really be? Would you really come that far? And you know what? Maybe there are benefits to that, and I'm pretty sure there are. I think that quitting watching porn does have a few benefits in and of itself, even if you didn't get your mind 100% under control, but it's going to be a lot less. And in any case, that's not going to be what is in obedience to God. So if you're like me, if you're a Christian and you take it seriously when Jesus says, do not look lustfully at a woman and all that kind of stuff, then you'll recognize the importance of keeping your mind pure in addition to just your eyes. Okay, so I would say that from my perspective, from the perspective of a lot of you most likely, it's not enough just to stop physically watching porn. You have to start reining in your mind too. And this is, in a way, more difficult than quitting porn, even though this is something that plays into quitting porn, and oftentimes the things you think about can lead you to falling back into porn. So, I mean, regardless of what you think about the ethics of it, it is a good idea to start getting your mind under tighter control too if you intend to quit porn long term. But anyway, it's so important to filter your mind, filter what you think about, refuse to entertain these thoughts that are contrary to your goals, that are contrary to the way you want to live, all right? And again, it's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing to do. It brings to mind is, I forget who said it, where it came from or whatever, but basically is this saying, the idea is that if you try not to think about something, then you won't be able to get it off your mind. And the example given is, normally you would never think about a blue elephant, but if you try specifically not to think about blue elephants, then it's the only thing you'll think about. So the point here is not so much to go all day thinking, okay, don't think about porn or whatever, don't think about porn, don't think about porn, don't think about porn. But instead, don't consciously entertain those thoughts. Don't, think, okay, well, let's, obviously, I doubt you worded it out like this, but let's fantasize about such and such, whatever your thing is. And don't do that. Don't make that decision. Don't deliberately keep that stuff at the forefront of your mind. And when it enters your mind, as it probably will, I mean, that's how we work. This kind of stuff is going to pop into our heads, and it's going to be hard to get rid of it. But move to something else. Choose to think about other things. And you know what? It's going to be difficult. It's going to take a long time to get to where you need to be, and I'm not even there. Like, I know I've quit porn for a long time, but this is something that I'm still working on, and I've made a lot of progress, but I'll be 100% honest, I'm not perfect in this regard. My mind still is polluted by things from time to time that I don't need to be thinking about. And I do deal with it seriously and aggressively, and I fight it to the best of my ability. But that's a part that I'm still working on. But I have come a long way, and there's been a lot of progress there. And a lot of that is, like I've said in so many other videos, discipline. And that discipline is going to be one of the big keys to this. And as I've said before too, your discipline is like a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it's going to get. That's how you grow there, is by trying again and again and again, trying harder and harder and harder and not giving up. That's how you grow, and that's how you win that. So just start fighting. I mean, that's really the main point of this that I want to drive home, is just get started. Just start fighting that. And over time you will grow. It'll take a lot of time, but I mean, nothing worthwhile just happens instantly and easily. You've got to work for it. Okay? Some ancient dude said something along the lines of be prepared to pay the price of a worthy goal, and that's what that is. It's a worthy goal, and it's going to be difficult. You'll have to pay a price. Not so much a price as some people have paid for some other worthy goals. This is just a matter of effort and patience for the most part, but still, it is a considerable effort. It's something that's going to take a lot of mental energy for you. So be prepared for that, and be prepared to buckle in for the long haul, because that's all there is to it as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, there's no real shortcut to this. There's no real special pro tips. It's just a matter of growth. Okay? There are a million things not to do. As far as what there is to do, just get started. Keep working at it, okay? I know this is a little bit less optimistic than some of the other videos probably sound, but I mean, hey, I'm about the truth. That's all it is. And as far as I can tell, this is the truth. So we're going to go with that. I can say, though, that the less you choose to entertain these thoughts, the more you try to keep them under control and just reject those thought patterns, the easier it's going to be to stay off of porn. Because a lot of times that's where it starts. It starts with a thought. That's where the seeds are kind of planted, is just in your mind. Not so much because, oh, you saw maybe an ad that triggered you, or you saw such and such that made you feel a certain way. I don't know, whatever it is. But a lot of times it starts off in your own mind, seemingly out of nowhere. And you need to learn to fight on that front too. Not just on the front of your eyes, but you need to fight on the battlefield that is your own brain. So let's get to it and beat this thing, because it is possible. I do know that. God hasn't called us to do anything that He is not going to equip us to do. And He's going to give us the discipline. In the meantime, He's going to give us the grace. He's going to give us everything we need in order to serve Him to the full extent that He expects from us, and to obey Him to the full extent that He expects from us. And that's a pretty high standard, but you know what? If you're serving God, and if you are 100% about following His will and obeying Him and living your life for Him, then He's going to give you everything you need to do. He's going to give you everything you need to do that. All right? So, that wraps this up for now. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Subscribe to see more of this stuff in the future. There are so many videos already, and I can tell most people aren't watching them. The older videos, it's still some really good stuff. I don't know, I haven't watched it in a while. I assume it's pretty good if I allowed myself to upload it, but lots of other videos, over 50 previous videos, so check those out. That stuff, just because it's older, doesn't mean it's not relevant. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I would like to talk about more, but I've already covered it, and there's still a lot of things that I haven't covered that I still need to talk about, so that's why I'm not talking about them right now. But still really important information that has really, really helped me in getting free of pornography. And yeah, it's good stuff. So check it out if that's interesting to you. yeah, other than that, that is about it. So y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, lovely, porn-free day, week, month, year, rest of your life, all that good stuff. And let's kill this. We're all going to make it, okay? We're all going to make it if we are committed to it and if we stick with it. That's all there is to it. It's a matter of growth. It's a matter of unrelenting effort. It's a matter of patience. It's a matter of time, but that's all it is. Victory is assured if we are committed to obtaining victory. Okay? Take it easy. God bless you guys. And I will talk to you guys later.